How's it, guys? Welcome to another week of Jaxtifying It. It's another Tuesday night, and we're doing the real deal. So tonight is the 30th of June. We're literally about 4 hours away from the end of Pride Month. And I thought it would be a cool thing to bring on one of my best friends of comedy. We've been doing comedy together. Well, he's been doing it for a hell of a lot longer than I have. But my GBF, please welcome Mr. Eugene Matthews.
Jax, I love you. I miss you so much. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. As good as one can be in lockdown, but it's been good. I've been doing some reflection on myself. Some introspection is always good. And yourself?
I'm now officially bored of introspection and reflection and all of those things. I just want to get back to life now. Like this has been so much mind development. It's a lot of mind exercising, and I'm done. I'm done.
I feel you. I haven't had a car for like 4 months, okay? And I went to go and fetch my car yesterday from the panel beater. And I feel like I've literally forgotten how to drive because I was driving out of the panel shop. And it's almost like when you take your foot off your left foot and you try and brake with your left foot. It was fucking mind blowing. I almost went through the windscreen. This is why we know that safety belts are proper.
I know your car's small, but it's not a go-kart yet.
I feel offended and I feel a slight bit attacked, but it's fine,
I would
BBG. That's
hate
cool.
to drive in an automatic with you if you're gonna use your left foot.
Dude, I didn't use my left foot. It's just very similar. I have used my left foot before. I'm all about diversity, okay? I'm a lesbian, and if I can use both hands, then I should be able to use both feet. But
Not
apparently,
when driving, woman. You're not a rally driver. You're not driving a Subaru WRX STI.
I'm not even
Uh,
lesbian enough to know what you're talking about right now. Like,
I,
literally, I don't even
I,
know what that car looks like.
I'm actually shocked by how lesbian I am sometimes.
So, Eugene, we've had this entire month of June, and what has been your thing that you've been doing? Have you been doing anything for Pride Month? Have what's the vibe?
I haven't done anything intentional.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a bad thing to say. I haven't done anything to like. I was part of the video for Ida. It used to be Idaho, but now it's Ida Hobbit. I was part of a compilation video for that, where we just give a message about to the LGBTQ community to talk about things. I feel like I've been a lot gayer on Facebook with my statuses and my fighting against patriarchy. I won't say patriarchy, but can we talk about that heteronormative bullshit of how children are supposed to behave and all that? Cuck. I've been really vocal about how boring I find it all. Like if you have a son, he's 5 years old and he cries and you are mad at him for crying, I hate you now officially. I am declaring war on you. Let the child cry. Let the child be in
Yeah, like
touch with his
hundreds. I agree with you. I think that there's a sense of inequality on both spectrums when it comes to male and female, and I believe that's the problem that we're facing right now when it comes to gender-based violence and those things happening. Because I think that the way we've raised little boys have caused them to become harder and more violent because that's the perception that that's how a man should be. And
And you know, one of the one because I've also done some introspection and reflection. There's something that I've accepted in this time of lockdown, in this time of COVID 2020. I have decided to feel things, to not be as hard as I was raised to be. I live in Kensington. This is the ghetto. Please, people who live in Kensington, I don't mean it like that, but like this, you have to be hard to survive in Kensington. And I'm sick of being hard. I want to be emotional now. If I am feeling sad, I want to feel the sadness. I don't want to pretend. No, I'm okay. I'm fine when I'm not fine. If people ask me, how are you doing? I'm going to tell you now. And you might be bored. You might be shocked. But this is who I am. You are going to listen. Otherwise, then don't ask me. Just say hello and then start the conversation.
I want to point out that like men don't have to be hard all the time, but it certainly does help in certain aspects. You know what I mean? No? Too
I,
soon?
I
Okay.
don't know if I know what you mean. I'm trying to be very careful about where I'm gonna go with this conversation.
Oh, dude,
Look,
I'm literally open for everything. Like that there's nothing that's no bars holded during this COVID pandemic. I think that everybody's lost their minds completely. I'm looking all over social media on every platform, and anything that was remotely a filter before COVID started is no longer there. People are literally just saying whatever the hell they want to, and it's crazy. It's literally
it's
become this
hilarious.
thing now where everybody's just going, okay, well, if you're going to say this, and then cancel culture is a thing that's now become crazy on social media, especially. People are falling for the wrong things that are being said, the wrong things that are being done. Um, so, yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about cancel culture?
Look, there's cancel culture, then there's cancel culture, and now there's cancel culture. That's a thing. And I'm like, why three times? Why can't you just say cancel culture? My word. Look, there's the pluses and the minuses. There's some good aspects to cancel culture, and there's some bad aspects to it. Like I feel like a good thing about cancel culture is that people are being held accountable for what they say. People now have come to realize that you can't just be horrible all the time without accepting the consequences of you being horrible. And I've seen this whole cancel culture movement going on. And I'm like, why would you want to cancel the cancel culture? What did you say? What are you afraid of being canceled? It's There's a lot going on. It's so much. It drives me crazy. But I feel like coming from a comedian's point of view, like I don't know, sure, when last was a stand-up comedian, but
Can we
coming
still
from a
call
performance,
ourselves comedians right now? Like, that's the
I'm
question.
still a comedian. God damn it, I'm going for my 10 years here. You can't want to ruin that for me. You can't cancel me as a
We
comedian. Wait a
canceled
minute.
2020, so it's actually only 9 years, dude.
I rebuke your statement. I am still going for my 10 years. Okay. Okay, wait a
Was in the
minute.
field.
Sure, you can't put me. Take me back in time, Doctor. Whatever that doctor's name was in Back to the Future. What was his name? Doctor Brown. Doc Brown. We.
Uh, it's because we're claustrophobic. We can't keep our words locked up. That's fair. That's fair. I think it's a sanity situation. Look, I'm at the point where I look at cancel culture like this. Okay, I don't think that cancel culture is good for one specific reason. I think that if we're going to do this thing where we're going to try and eliminate people on social media platforms because of hate speech, because I wouldn't say it's freedom of speech. I think it's mostly hate speech. Um, there are going to be many people who are going to stand up for them. And then what's going to happen is this is going to be a whole new Steve Hofmeyr movement where you're going to have a certain amount of the population who stands up for a person. And then that person just spews their hatred with the few people and the select people that have now chosen that they will buy tickets for them. So we're going to end up having this problem where we're not going to be able to educate people. We're just going to tell them, okay, cool, we're not going to listen to your stuff, but there's 20% of bigots in this country who will, and they'll spend good money at doing it.
Look, that was well. Initially, that was my big problem with cancel culture because I firmly believe that one of the best ways to fight ignorance is with excellence. So if you're just gonna cancel somebody instead of trying to help the person understand where you are coming from, what your views are, what your backstory is, etc., etc., etc. I mean, an eye for an eye makes the world blind.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, on the one hand, cancel culture needs to have more of an educational motive as opposed to just hurting people and getting rid of them. I
The
feel.
destruction aspect of it.
On the other hand, the amount of sensitivity some people had to learn because of this cancel culture and how afraid they are of being cancelled. Not that that actually means anything. Like who has actually been cancelled that you've never heard of again? Like who's been cancelled so badly that they moved into a hole in the ground and you've never seen them again?
Leon Schuster. I'm just kidding. I haven't seen Leon in a very long time. And they don't put his
Leon
movies
will
on TV anymore either. So
be, there's no way we done with Leon. Leon will be back. Leon made us laugh for many, 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 many years. And okay, so Showmax decided to put their foot down, but that doesn't mean that's the end of Leon Schuster. Seriously.
oh no,
Oh,
definitely not.
so Leon Schuster might have a show on Facebook Live one day, and then we're all gonna be in shock. Anything can happen. It's 2020.
I'm a very graphic person. I would love to watch that show because Leon on live would be an interesting thing. Okay, so well, we're like 13 minutes into our segment, and I wanted to ask you something because it is Pride Month now. I thought it would be interesting to talk about slurs because lately I've been spending a lot of time on TikTok, and TikTok as much as it was really fun in the start of lockdown and people were really positive and they were doing their vibes, holy shit, TikTok has become savage. Like the Karens of life are out there. And I'm just like, okay, so there's a lot of hate going around on TikTok. There's a lot of hate towards the gay community, a lot of homophobic slurs from especially Afrikaners, which is really not shocking to me. But so I wanted to know from you, like, I mean, if you want to share this, but I think the best way of telling people how things feel is the way of portraying a story, a thing that happened to you that might have made you feel like it was unfair. We should do the roast of Leon. Um, what was like if you could recollect, what was the worst situation you've been in a homophobic sense?
You know, I come from a generation where we just take back the terms that has hurt us in the past. There was a time where if you called me a morphe, that's the worst thing you could do to me. Oh my word. Then I became a stand-up comedian and I used that word to make me a hell of a lot of money over the years. Have you ever seen me in all the years that you've been doing comedy? Have you ever seen me do a set without using the word morphe?
No, in fact, you repeated 4 times in one gag. That's 4 times the money, people, if you didn't know that.
4 times. That's impressive. I thought I'd be on 10. Anyway, economy of words. Like my generation of guys, we take the words that hurt us and we make it our own. We have taken the word sissy back. I remember falling and crying, and I cracked my wrist once upon a time, and my uncle told me to stop crying, you being a sissy. Now we are sissing that walk. We are mincing down the road. Sissy that walk. These are
Go,
things
sissy,
that
go.
yes, yes. That's what like so there are a couple of words that are still gonna be hey now I must be walking in the road tomorrow and somebody must scream, hey bunny, then I'm gonna be like, who's your bunny, motherfucker? Then it's gonna get really ugly type of thing. The bin in the road will be thrown at somebody because strength of the bear, which is
I mean,
also a
I think we've
subtribe of the
spoken about this, but I never understood the term bunny. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm not Cape Townian, and it's quite a Cape Townian phrase because I've never heard
Mhm.
that across the country. And when somebody made a joke about bunny, I didn't understand the offense of it, and I was like, I don't get it at all. And then I read up about it, and I was like, oh, it's the the stereotypical way a gay man would walk. That's where it comes from. And I was like, that is fucking ridiculous. I mean, like, if you're in Durban and you call somebody a bunny, that's just a good fucking plate of food, is what that is. I mean, I
So some
just
sexy woman is walking down the road and you say, hey bunny, is she gonna be like, yeah, I am a bunny? Is that
exactly
a thing, Durban?
that could be a thing. But also remember, when you eat bunnies, whatever burns when it goes up burns when it comes out. So she could be a snack, but after Vaseline is necessary. I know you're pulling your face like that, but you know exactly what I mean. Don't act like you don't. Don't act like you haven't had zinger wings since the lockdown was lifted a slight bit.
Vaseline is oil based. We use other things now. Anyway, look, funny is one of the words that is hurtful, and the F word, faggot, that word. I remember being in Club Galaxy once and I was talking to this girl at the bar and we struck up such a great conversation. And you know, if I'm in Club Galaxy, I am so seeing that walk. I'm the gayest person there because I'm probably the only gay there. So I'm going to be the gayest possible. I'm going to be a faggot. So myself and this girl, we standing and we talking in the bar and we like really into each other. And her boyfriend came over to us and he wanted to beat me up. And I was like, how blind are you? Like, is it the strobe lights affecting your eyes? Fast forward to me having him thrown out by the bouncers because he hit me.
I mean, this is what people don't understand. We don't get hit on, we just get hit. It's
Yeah,
fucking
we
very
get
different. Very
look, this
different.
happened a good couple of years ago, and I almost took this guy to the papers. I was so upset about it. And then I thought to myself, it doesn't matter. You're an idiot. You couldn't see that this. I was wearing a purple snakeskin shirt. And like how did you not see?
Purple snakeskin shirt. I'm done with your fashion choices.
That this was a time I don't know what it was what like I didn't understand fashion. To this day I still don't
I mean, like, I
understand it.
guess if I look at it from the point of view of a gay woman, it would probably be dyke. Dyke is definitely the one that we haven't honed. But I think we're also, there's still a lot of lesbians who don't say lesbian, they say gay because they don't like the stigmatization of the word. I mean, I don't really actually care. I think the word is pretty cool. Um, I mean, like, okay, so when you say that, obviously in life there are some stigmatizations and stereotypes that we have to live with as gay people because the world is uneducated to our lifestyle and how things are done. So as a gay man in a heteronormative world, what is the one myth gay men live with that is not true?
We're trying to get into your pants, straight man. Really. I have such difficulty becoming friends with a straight person, with a straight male person, because there's not only the person thinking that I am after that person in a sexual kind of way, it's all the friends and family that's also thinking that I am trying to. And I'm like, no, you're not that hot. I find gaming hot. Why would I even? And if I wanted you, I would have had you already. My word, if that's your boyfriend, that was nice type of thing. Like, just let's look at the comedy community, right? Look at all the different men in the comedy community. Not all of them are hot. The vast majority of them are high. Oh, okay, but like, good for
That's
you for.
that's super true. I like with being a lesbian as well. Like, if you're in the same room as a friend who's now getting dressed, they automatically assume you're looking at them, or you sleep in the same bed. Oh, you automatically, bitches, we want to tell you that we've got taste. You are not automatically the most attractive person. Just because you're a woman or a man and we like that doesn't mean that you're the one, baby cake.
And also another thing, because, and I can only speak for my point of view, I am in the entertainment industry, I'm in the public eye, so I'm not going to do anything to compromise my career by ending up trying to seduce some straight person who's now going to shame me on social media and then I lose gigs because, everything is so fragile already. We like, if there's one myth that needs to be destroyed is that gay people can actually control themselves. They can
That's
control
fair.
their lust. They can do it. I mean, believe it or not, no matter how drunk we are, we can control ourselves. Like,
I mean,
I
that's
mean,
the myth for gay men, is like that gay men in general are quite promiscuous. And then, like lesbians have a very different kind of perception that we're not as sexual. And then there's
actually,
that
that's a
thing of
good
like,
point to bring up. Are, are lesbians, like, would you say lesbians are as promiscuous as gay men? Is that a thing?
I
You guys
wouldn't say that it's a gender thing. I don't think that it's labeled as one or the other. I think either or can be exactly the same. It depends. Um, it depends on the person. I mean, I know very promiscuous women. And since we're actually in the age where women are now actively honing their sexuality and we're actually allowed to do that and be proud of our sexuality, we're becoming a bit more vocal as to how sexual we really are and how promiscuous we can be.
Shine, my baby, shine. But can I tell you something that we, us as gay men, that we experience? If a straight guy sleeps with many women, then he is a champion. But if a gay guy does the same, oh, you slutty whore person.
That's fair. I'll give you that. And I also want to add to that, with the lesbian community, it's really small. We literally have all been together. Like, guys, literally. If you hook up with somebody and you tell your friend the next day, she's like, oh, that's my ex. It's always fucking awkward. It's always awkward. I've dipped my
And
fingers
it
into many a
doesn't
salad
actually
like
have
that.
to be awkward though. Like why is it awkward? Like I feel like if I'm in a relationship with somebody and it doesn't work out, but there's the chance that my friend and my ex could get together and that could turn into something beautiful, then I would be happy for them to get together.
Fair.
Meanwhile, there's this whole possessiveness going on in the community, and now there's a whole lot of people who are not being able to be with the person that could be their life partner because of some ex that is jealous. I'm like, no, please, we need
It's
to
a
be a
small
bit more
community,
better.
guys. It's bound to happen in any way. You know, that okay, we were talking about myths and stereotypes right now, and I want to say something because there's always this the stereotype that straight people go based upon that lesbians do the scissoring thing, and then lesbians hit back and they go, "No, we don't just do the scissoring. We don't do scissoring." And I want to tell lesbians, stop doing that. Stop lying. We do scissor. Don't make a stereotype, okay, guys? We do scissor. Hone it, girls. Like, you know, we're not all always able to get into that position because of weight constraints, but if it's possible, you grind, baby. You do that, okay? You start that felt fire.
I wish you would have let me know that this conversation was gonna go there because now I have visuals of you and the scissors. Don't you have a cap with the scissors on?
It's okay. For your safety purposes, we use those scissors that you use in school with the blunt edges, just so we don't completely fuck you up.
I love
So,
your
okay,
choice.
let's get
Let
over
me
myths
move on.
because I feel like this is just going to go to an adult R-rated conversation. In light of Pride Month, out of your existence of being a gay man for what, 35 years now? 35 years?
Shut up, woman. Go on. Just like move
I'm
on.
still
Just
giving you grace here. So sensitive. I'm 32. Anyway, what is your favorite gay anthems over your lifespan?
the I don't even know if this counts as a gay anthem, but it should. The Braxtons, the boss. That
Okay, it's a good
is
song. I mean,
that
Braxton
is an
is just a
anthem.
gay
Yes,
icon.
Diana Ross does it better and everything, but the Braxtons, the boss. For my generation, that is the song. Obviously, the ultimate gay anthem would be Gloria Gaynor's "I Will Survive." Hello.
Uh-uh,
Another one
uh-uh.
is "Strong Enough." Strong Enough is a song that has gotten us through. It's gotten us through many things. Did that person spell
I feel like
number
I have
N
to
U
fight you.
B R E?
I feel like
Number?
I have to fight you about Gloria Gaynor because I firmly believe Gloria Gaynor's best gay anthem was Bang My Own Drum. I Bang My Own Drum. And it could double for a gay masturbation song too, because if you're alone and single, you just bang your own bum. So same.
How would you see? I'm such a sheltered little sissy. How would you bang your own bum,
Girl,
Chantal? How?
we
Please teach
we
me how
need
to
to.
be a guy.
You not know suction cup. I feel like we need to do a sex show here. We need
What's
to
a
get some
suction
adult
cup?
world stuff, and we need to educate everybody on the possibilities of a flexibility of your sexuality. You can bang your own bum. And
What's a suction cup?
it's in the you can do it in the shower. You put the dildo on the wall and you just go to town.
So you
No,
put
man,
the
Eugene.
car in reverse and then you back into the alley dock.
Yes. What South Africans like to say, you reverse backwards, because like reverse wasn't backwards already. In the words of Gino Fernandez. Yes, that's how it works. It's fucking lovely. I feel like I've given you
Okay.
a bit of an epiphany now. Or are you shocked? I'm not sure which one.
Well, we don't have a shower at home, so the bath should be into. No, what the hell?
Nicholas says carrots. You do get big carrots. I bought a bag of massive carrots this lockdown. No, not for that reason. But I mean, like, if it had to come down to that, obviously.
A friend of mine didn't brush once upon a time, and I was like, "You disgusting."
A
That's
brush.
really a water flow.
Oh, but dude, listen, maybe sometimes, it's like a pipe cleaner. You need to do what you need to do if you want to stay regular. I'm not gonna lie. So I want to ask you, you said Gloria Gaynor, but I want to ask you your favorite anthem for yourself, the one that you would basically describe your queerness as.
Young Hearts Run Free, Candy Staton. That
Okay, that's a
will,
good song.
like, when I hear that song, this whole butchness that I do, I can't even call it butchness, but there's just the way I keep myself when that song plays. I soften up and I'm just that dirty. Oh, I'm a dirty. Oh, I still see that life.
Love all those words are coming out now.
Gertie is another term that we took back. I remember cousins of mine calling me Gertie, and now I'm like, yeah, I am Gertie, bitch. What you gonna do about it?
Man. Yeah, so I mean, that's a good song. That's a good. I think I thought about it a bit earlier, and I think that the song that describes me the best in my queerness is the song from Mary Lambert. I can't change even if I tried. Actually, I'll post it on my page a bit later so you guys can go and listen to it. It's Macklemore and Mary Lambert. And it's a fucking great song. And if you listen to it, you'll know exactly what it is. It's a recent song that came out, and it was quite a big hit. Ryan Lewis, Macklemore, and Mary Lambert.
Oh, I remember that song. They did it live somewhere, some award show. Anyway, yeah.
So, Eugene, Queer Month is past now. It's 30 June. Guys, make sure, remember this, it's 1 month that we have the opportunity to be proud, but that doesn't matter or say that we only have this month to be proud. So be proud every goddamn day, because the biggest purpose of your queerness is to make sure that the generations of queerness to come have an easier way paved. We no longer fighting for our rights. I believe that we're fighting for the future generation rights. So be the best goddamn queer you can be. And if you can't be, then lean on a friend who can be. Because that's what we do with family, baby cock. That's the show. We've literally hit the half an hour of talking. It goes by so quickly. So guys, yes, obviously I'm doing a bit of a show online on Quicket on the 15th of July. Eugene, do you have any projects that's coming up that you're doing, or are we waiting for live shows to open?
I have something in the works, but I'm not at liberty to speak about it quite yet. So
Okay.
yeah, live shows. Let's say live shows then. Yay!
Okay, cool. So you guys can get some tickets at Quicket for Transparent. Check it out. It will be on the 15th of July. Keep an eye on Eugene's pages to see what his next project is. And thank you very much for joining in tonight. We love you guys, and we hope to see you soon. Much love.